Everyone is talking about OpenAI. Everyone is talking about Google. Everyone is talking about Elon's XAI. Nobody is talking about Anthropic. And that is exactly why you need to watch this video. Because while the world was distracted by ChatGPT and the Elon versus Sam Altman drama, Anthropic quietly built the most trusted AI company on the planet, raised over $12 billion, landed Amazon as their biggest investor, and is now preparing for one of the most anticipated IPOs in tech history. Today I'm going to break down exactly what Anthropic is, why it matters, and whether this IPO belongs in your portfolio. Let's start from the beginning. Anthropic was founded in 2021 by Dario Amodei and Daniela Amodei, along with several other senior researchers who walked out of OpenAI. Why did they leave? They believed OpenAI was moving too fast, not taking safety seriously enough, prioritizing growth over responsibility. So they built a competitor with one core mission: AI, safety first. Their product is Claude, an AI assistant, like ChatGPT, but built on a different philosophy. They call it constitutional AI. The model is trained to be helpful, harmless, and honest. Claude is now on version 4. It's used by individuals, developers, and enterprises across the globe. It powers customer service, legal research, coding, writing, analysis, and more. But here's the number that matters most. Anthropic's revenue has grown from virtually zero in 2022 to over $2 billion annually in 2025, growing at over 100% year over year. That is not a startup. That is a rocket ship. Now here's the part of the Anthropic story that most people completely miss. Amazon has invested over $8 billion into Anthropic, making them the single largest investor. But this isn't just a financial bet. This is a strategic infrastructure deal. Amazon Web Services, AWS, is the backbone of the internet. Over a third of all websites run on AWS. Every major bank, hospital, government agency, AWS powers their infrastructure. And now Claude, Anthropic's AI, is deeply integrated into AWS. Let's talk about the competition, because you cannot understand Anthropic without comparing it to OpenAI. OpenAI, first mover advantage, 300 million users on ChatGPT, Microsoft partnership, consumer brand everyone knows. Anthropic, enterprise first, Fortune 500 companies, government contracts, healthcare systems, legal firms, financial institutions. The difference is the customer. OpenAI went after consumers first. Anthropic went after the money first. Enterprise contracts are worth 10 to 100 times more than individual subscriptions. They're longer, they're stickier. They don't cancel when a competitor launches. And in head-to-head benchmarks, Claude has surpassed GPT-4 on multiple metrics: coding, analysis, reasoning, safety. The enterprise market has noticed, and they are switching. Now let's talk numbers. 2022, Anthropic raises $700 million. Valuation, $1 billion. 2023, Google invests $300 million. Amazon invests $1.25 billion. Valuation jumps to $4.1 billion. 2024, Amazon doubles down. Total Amazon commitment, $4 billion. Valuation, $18 billion. 2025, revenue hits $2 billion annually. New funding round. Valuation, $61 billion. From $1 billion to $61 billion in 3 years. That is one of the fastest valuation climbs in the history of technology. And the IPO, when it comes, could value Anthropic at $100 billion or significantly more. For context, OpenAI is currently valued at around $300 billion. Google's entire market cap is $2 trillion. If Anthropic captures even 10% of the enterprise AI market, the upside is enormous. So what exactly are you buying if you invest in Anthropic at IPO? You are buying 3 things. Number 1, the Claude model, one of the 2 or 3 best AI models in the world, getting better every quarter, with a safety reputation that enterprises trust more than any competitor. Number 2, the AWS distribution, $8 billion from Amazon didn't just buy equity. It bought integration into the most powerful cloud infrastructure on Earth. That's a moat most companies cannot replicate. Number 3, the enterprise flywheel. Every Fortune 500 company that adopts Claude trains their employees on it, builds internal tools on it, integrates it into their workflows. Switching costs become enormous. That's recurring revenue that compounds over years. The public ecosystem plays. If you cannot get direct Anthropic equity at IPO, there are adjacent positions worth watching. Amazon, AMZN, is the largest Anthropic holder. Google, GOOGL, also has a significant stake. Any Anthropic win is a partial win for both. Now the honest side, because there are real risks here and you need to understand them. Risk 1. Competition is brutal. OpenAI, Google Gemini, Meta Llama, xAI Grok, Microsoft Copilot, Mistral, Cohere. Every major tech company on Earth is building AI. The model that wins today may not win tomorrow. Risk 2. Valuation is aggressive. At $61 billion on $2 billion in revenue, that's a 30 times revenue multiple. That assumes years of perfect execution. Any miss on growth and the valuation compresses fast. Risk 3. The safety brand could cut both ways. Anthropic's focus on safety is their strength, but it also means slower product releases, more restrictions on what Claude will do. In a market that rewards speed, caution has a cost. Risk 4. No guaranteed IPO date. Anthropic has not officially filed for IPO. Timing is uncertain. If the market turns or AI sentiment shifts, the IPO could be delayed by years. Risk 5. Keyman risk. Dario Amodei is Anthropic's credibility, his vision, his reputation, his relationships. That concentration is a real risk for any long-term investment. Here's what I think is the most important thing to understand about Anthropic. The AI market is not winner-take-all. This is not like search where Google took 90%. This is more like cloud computing, where Amazon, Microsoft, and Google all became trillion-dollar companies serving different customers in different ways. Enterprise AI is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar market. Every company on Earth is going to need AI integrated into their operations. Every hospital, every bank, every law firm, every government agency. Anthropic doesn't need to beat OpenAI to be worth $200 or $300 billion. They just need to own their lane, the safety-first enterprise market, and execute. The Amazon partnership means their distribution is already built. The revenue growth means the demand is already there. The question is simply execution. Here's the bottom line on Anthropic. This is one of the most important companies being built right now, not because of hype, because of revenue, growth, distribution, and timing. The IPO, when it comes, will be one of the most significant tech listings since Google in 2004. If you can access it at IPO price, pay attention. If you can't, watch Amazon and Google as the closest public proxies, and watch the lockup schedule carefully, just like SpaceX. The real opportunity often comes 3 to 6 months after listing when early investors can finally sell. This is not financial advice. This is me laying out the information so you can make your own informed decision. The window to understand this before it becomes mainstream news is closing fast. Before you go, hit the like button right now if this video gave you value. It takes 1 second, and it helps Sovereign Wealth reach more people who need to hear this. Subscribe and hit the bell, because this series is just getting started. SpaceX, Anthropic, OpenAI, Tesla Robotaxi. We are covering every major wealth opportunity happening right now. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Share this with one person, someone in your circle who is sleeping on AI. Most people won't know about this until it's too late. Drop a comment below. Are you watching the Anthropic IPO? Yes or no? Tell me below. And check the link in bio. Everything we reference is there for you. Next video drops Wednesday. We're going deeper on the AI wealth stack and the 3 plays most investors are missing. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next one.